What is the most dangerous relationship in the world? It's being best bros with your childhood friend for 20 years, because once you cross that line, you can't even be friends anymore. But after an accidental mishap, these two rascals completely ignited the desire hidden beneath their friendship. The great show of A Friendship Gone Sour is officially on. Our story kicks off with a little trip down memory lane, courtesy of our girl, Hanel. Back in middle school, she and her friends stumbled upon their very first adult film. And let me tell you, it was an eye-opening experience. She was completely floored, questioning the laws of physics itself. But amidst all the confusion, one thing truly captivated her: that passionate kiss. And just like that, a secret romantic was born, dreaming of her own epic movie moment. Flash forward to college, and our girl Hanul is getting pushed into buying some, special occasion lingerie for an upcoming trip. But when her friend casually mentions it's for spending the night with her boyfriend, Hanul freezes. Wait, what boyfriend? Meanwhile, back with her friends, the gossip session takes a spicy turn. The moment they start talking about guys with big hands, Hanul's mind goes straight into the gutter, and look at her blush. Her friends try to set her up on a blind date, but she shuts it down immediately. A little suspicious, don't you think? But the girls are on a roll, fangirling over the top two heartthrobs on campus. The main event? The one and only Mincheol Kim from the business department. They're making him sound like a literal movie star. And Hanul, she's just sitting there like, Minhu? Never heard of him. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Out of nowhere, a hand grabs her ear. And guess who it belongs to? The campus legend himself, Mincheol, who just caught her red-handed gossiping about him. And just like that, they're back to their usual dynamic. He calls her Shorty. She throws a punch, typical best friend stuff. Because, plot twist, this campus celebrity is none other than her childhood friend of 20 years. And when we say they grew up together, we mean it. Kindergarten, elementary school, and now even college. Their entire lives have been one long, epic battle. These two are polar opposites, and their relationship is basically a constant war zone. But all this time together has a major downside, at least for Hanul. She's convinced our boy Mincheol is a professional cockblock, the sole reason for her perpetually single status. Now that they're in college, she's determined to finally break free and find a boyfriend. But of course, fate has other plans. Just as she's dreaming of romantic freedom, Mincheol pops up to ask her to dinner. And just as things couldn't get more complicated, a wild love rival appears. This silver-haired dude comes in hot, getting all possessive and jealous. Seeing this, our boy Mincheol just freezes. He thinks he's interrupting a date and immediately panics, literally bolting out of there. He is absolutely shook. Little does he know, Hanul was totally playing him. Look at that smug grin, she's a menace. But the teasing quickly escalates into a full-blown argument. They're really going at it, hitting each other where it hurts, claiming the other is a loner with no friends. And Hanul ends it with the ultimate power move, a smile and a middle finger. Savage. Mincheol is absolutely fuming, but Hanul is gloating over her victory. When he confronts her, she just plays it cool, blaming her outburst on a stressful assignment. And he totally buys it. She's got him wrapped around her little finger. And just like that, the fight is forgotten. He's back to being protective, offering her his old notes and inviting her to his place to get them. Look at her face light up. The fangirling is real. She's practically vibrating with excitement. She arrives, probably dreaming of some pristine bachelor pad, only to be met with this: a certified biohazard. Trash everywhere, clothes on the floor. It's a complete disaster. The dream is officially dead, and our girl is traumatized. While she's having an existential crisis over the mess, he's completely oblivious. Then he leans in close and drops an absolute bomb. You know what they say? Big hand, big junk. Oh my God, he actually said it. Our girl just went from shocked to beet red in seconds. And he's not done yet. Seeing her blush, he doubles down. Why are you blushing all of a sudden? He asks, before hitting her with that smug grin. Yeah, I guess I'm pretty big everywhere. He is showing off, and he absolutely knows it. The teasing suddenly feels a little too real, and the air gets thick with tension. He reaches out, his face way too close, and the mood shifts. It's too much for Hanul. She grabs a USB and bolts, her mind racing. That was definitely not a just friends vibe back there. Back in her room, she starts overthinking everything. The comment, the vibe, it's driving her crazy. She can't take it anymore and runs back to confront him. But when she bursts in, she finds him just as flustered as she is, blushing and sweating. He was totally hoping she'd come back. She could have just let it go, but her mind is spinning. She can't just forget it. So she whips out her phone, pulls up his contact, hilariously saved as S******, and sends a text. What does this mean? The ball is officially in his court. Meanwhile, on Minchiol's end, oh, just a complete and utter meltdown. Turns out, about 20 minutes ago, he accidentally sent something very private to the entire business majors group chat. And just moments before, he was feeling so confident. Little did he know, disaster was about to strike. As he's panicking, texts are flooding in, complimenting the killer boobs in the photo, reminding him of his campus reputation as the boob guy. He tries to make a run for it, but fate is cruel. The door lock is broken. He's trapped with his shame. And then, the horrifying realization hits him. The photo. It's Hanul's new, very revealing profile picture. Our boy's protective instincts go into overdrive. Why is she wearing that? He's pissed, projecting his own embarrassment onto her. The jealousy is real. Which brings us back to the present. Hanul says her goodbyes and gives his shoulder a friendly pat. And our boy completely short-circuits. He's a blushing, sweating mess. The combination of his epic fail and her touch is just too much. Seeing his bizarre reaction, she gets flustered and bolts. Again, Minchiol is left standing there, completely stunned. But outside the door, Hanul isn't doing much better. She's a flustered, crying mess, totally confused by his reaction. Childhood friend complex, indeed. These two are a beautiful disaster. The next day, Hanul shows up to class looking like a zombie. She's completely dazed, still processing the absolute chaos from yesterday. Her brain is basically a buffering video, stuck replaying Minchiol's weird-as-hell reaction. Her friend knows something is up and asks where she was all weekend. But how can Hanul possibly explain that she walked in on her childhood friend's epic moment of humiliation? Right now, her biggest worry is getting busted by the dorm manager for breaking curfew. Meanwhile, our boy Minchiol is in full-blown panic mode, replaying his mistakes. He should have fixed the lock. He should have silenced her texts. But his final, desperate conclusion? I should have never watched the porn in the first place. A true moment of crisis. After finally calming down, he finds himself staring at his phone, scrolling through Hanul's pictures. He's been looking at her face his whole life, but suddenly, it's hitting different. The look in his eyes says it all. This isn't just friendship anymore. Our boy is deep in thought, staring at Hanul's smiling face on his screen. He remembers that top she was wearing, and that familiar mix of irritation and possessiveness bubbles up. He knows that the just friends line they drew is getting blurrier by the second, mostly because he keeps crossing it. Back with the girls, Hanul finally spills the beans to her friend about what happened. And her friend's reaction is priceless. Her brain literally short-circuits. She cannot believe her dense, clueless friend accidentally walked in on the campus heartthrob during his private time. After her friend connects the dots for her, it finally clicks in Hanul's slow brain. Maybe Minchiol's weird reaction wasn't just embarrassment. Maybe it was because he actually cares about her. And with that realization, her heart starts doing backflips. And speak of the devil, just as Hanul is having this revelation, Minchiol himself appears. Her friend, being the ultimate wingwoman, immediately makes an excuse and dashes off, leaving the two of them alone. Mission accomplished. Left alone, the silence is deafening. The air is thick with awkward, unspoken tension. They both want to go back to being the bosom friends they once were, but they know it's impossible. After what happened, something between them has fundamentally changed. That promise of being just friends feels like a distant memory now. In the heat of the moment, with their bodies this close and the tension building, the platonic line they swore they'd never cross has been completely obliterated. Friends? Yeah, right.